Shalom, shalom. It is a great honor and pleasure for me personally, for the Yeshiva at large, to welcome Rav Meir Goldwicht. Rav Goldwicht is a Rebbi in YU. People usually want to know, is he a Rebbi in YU and YP? Is he a Rebbi in BMP? Is he in IBC? Is he in JSS? Rav Goldwicht is a Rebbi in all of YU. He gives shiurim to everyone. He has his own shiur in YP, he has his own shiur in BMP, and he also gives shiurim throughout. He gives shiurim at night, he gives chaburot, chugim. Rav Goldwicht, everyone in YU knows Rav Goldwicht. Part of my excitement of Torah came from my Rebbi, Rav Goldwicht. When I was at YU started a program, my second year of YU, visiting Rebbeim from Eretz Yisrael. It was this great idea. Every year they would bring a different Rebbe to give Torah to Eretz Yisrael in Yeshiva University. Rav Bar Chaim, the Rosh Yeshiva of Machon Lev, was the first visiting Rebbe from Eretz Yisrael. I loved Eretz Yisrael with a passion. And so I went to Rav Bar Chaim's shiur. The next year they brought in, it was my senior year, Rav Meir Goldwicht. Back then we called him Rav Meir. We were about 40 guys. It was the smallest shiur I think he ever had. And we were very, very close with Rav Goldwicht. We became very close, and until today I maintain a strong kesher with Rav Meir Goldwicht as a Rebbe of mine. He is a person who lives the excitement of Torah, and his excitement of Torah is addictive. I remember at YU when we were there at the time. I don't know if Rebbe does this anymore, but he used to have wooden stenders until Rav Goldwicht came. Because when he would come and he would, I don't know how many stenders he broke that year. But they finally gave him a metal stender until one day in the middle of the shiur he went like this, and then he put it down softly because so that was Rav Goldwicht is inspirational all over. He also has a kollel in the summer in Camp Mesorah. Rav Goldwicht has a kollel. And those who are zocha to learn by him in YU are zocha, and those who are zocha to learn by him in Mesorah kollel are zocha. A Talmid Chacham who lives every word that he says. With a passion for Torah, for Eretz Yisrael, and for Am Yisrael. Rav Goldwicht spends time all throughout the year coming for Shabbat to Eretz Yisrael. If you ask him where he lives, he says, I live in Eretz Yisrael. I'm just teaching in YU. He has an apartment in Washington Heights, but he lives in Eretz Yisrael. This is his home. And every month, a few weeks, he comes to Eretz Yisrael, he goes to a city, and he conquers it with Torah. He gives over 10 shiurim, 12, 13 different kilot, nighttime, daytime, afternoon. He finds time, and he is one of the greatest since Shmuel HaNavi, who used to go around Eretz Yisrael giving shiurim from place to place. There hasn't been someone since Shmuel HaNavi like Rav Meir Goldwicht, who goes mamish to city by city and sharing his beautiful Torah. So we have a great honor that he's come to Lev Torah today. I informed Rav Goldwicht this time is the first time he's not giving the Shana off. We have a special shiur just for Shiur Bet and Shiur Daled, a couple of alumni amongst you as well. So we have a great honor to receive our Rav Meir Goldwicht Shlit'a.
ברשות ראש הישיבה, הרב Shlit'a, הרבנים, we have two options. We can make both of them, we can make one of them. One shiur about קדושת ארץ ישראל, and I have a booklet for everyone. And other shiur about מצוות תלמוד תורה, because you learn מסכת קידושין. You can share both of them, what your decision. To start with what or to give what. Because maybe we'll start with קדושת ארץ ישראל, because you can see the מקורות inside. And Rabbi Akiva say many times, אותיות מחכימות. Every time when you see the Gemara, the Rishonim, the Achronim in front of you, this give you more insight about what we learn, and we see all the time what we have, what going to happen, and זה רמב"ם עם הלכות תרומות, פרק א', הלכה ב', teach us, ארץ ישראל האמורה בכל מקום היא בארצות שכבשן מלך ישראל או נביא מדעת רוב ישראל. We go to war on behalf of the king and Navi. זה נקרא כיבוש רבים. This is come part of ארץ ישראל. This is the ratio of the Rambam. What come out from this few lines in the Rambam? If group of people, elite soldiers, for example, decide to take part what other nations take, and to take this for us, Am Israel, and to give this to the king or to the Navi. This is כיבוש יחיד או כיבוש רבים. Look carefully, ארץ ישראל האמורה בכל מקום היא בארצות שכבשן מלך ישראל. To get status of ארץ ישראל, who need to lead the war and to get this area, מלך ישראל או נביא, and they say this instead of all עם ישראל, מדעת רוב ישראל, זה represent עם ישראל. זהו נקרא כיבוש רבים. This means if not a king or Navi would decide we go to war to take this area, this obviously is what? כיבוש יחיד. Okay? ממילא, what come out? If we decide to take some area and to give this to the king, not for us, this is כיבוש רבים או כיבוש יחיד? כיבוש יחיד. Because it's not on behalf of מלך או נביא. Black and white, דברי הרמב"ם. רמב"ם continue and say, אבל יחיד, you see the blue line, אבל יחיד מישראל, או משפחה, או שבט, שהלכו וכבשו לעצמם מקום, אפילו מן הארץ שניתנה לאברהם אבינו. We take some part of ארץ ישראל, what Hashem promised to Abraham, but some other nations stay, and we move them from this place, and we take this for us, אינו נקרא ארץ ישראל, כדי שינהגו בו כל המצוות. Why? Because we take this part for who? We take this for who? For us. You see? אבל יחיד מישראל, או משפחה, או שבט, שהלכו וכבשו וכנפותליים לעצמם. What is mean לעצמם? For them. Correct? This is כיבוש יחיד. משמע, if they don't take this for himself, they give this to who? To the king. This is what? כיבוש רבים. It's contradiction from the Reisha to the Sefer of דברי הרמב"ם. In the Reisha, what we learn? What is the definition of כיבוש רבים? When king or Navi decide and send us to war, and we take this is כיבוש רבים. If we take this not on behalf of king or Navi, we decide by ourselves, and we have in our mind to give this to the king, to give this to the Navi. Still, this is כיבוש יחיד. Because the green light don't come from the Navi or the Melech, it's come from us. We decide, אף על פי in our mind to give this to the king, still this is what? כיבוש יחיד. But in the Sefer of the Rambam, black and white, יחיד מישראל, או משפחה או שבט שכבשו לעצמם, we decide to do this for ourselves, is כיבוש יחיד. משמע, if in our mind to give this to the king, this is what? כיבוש רבים. It's contradiction from the Reisha to the Sefer, דברי הרמב"ם. Good? Clear? Question number 1. Question number 2. The Rambam, second page, famous Rambam in הלכות בית הבחירה, פרק ו', הלכה ט"ז. Teachers, ירושלים is other status. למה אני אומר במקדש בירושלים, קדושה ראשונה קידשה לעתיד לבוא, זה קדושה of ירושלים never move, וקדושת שארץ ישראל עניין שביעית ומעשרות לא קידשה לעתיד לבוא, לפי שקדושת המקדש בירושלים מפני השכינה. The reason why ירושלים is holy city, because השכינה stay for good, ושכינה אינה בטלה. והרי הוא אומר, והשימותי את מקדשכם, ואמרו חכמים, אף על פי ששוממים, זה גמרא עשה, אם בכל בקדושתם הם עומדים. ירושלים, בית המקדש, we put in the side, this is holy city for good forever. We have בית מקדש, we don't have בית מקדש, it's no question. Now, look זה רמב"ם. אבל, but, חיוב הארץ בשביעית ובמעשרות, אינו אלא מפני שהוא כיבוש רבים. כיוון שנלקחה הארץ מידיהם, we stay in ארץ ישראל over 800 years, יהושע arrived to Eretz Israel, and we take many of Eretz Israel we take after Yeshua passed away, but Yeshua start to take places in Eretz Israel, and this come Holy Land for תרומות, מעשרות, שמיטה, יובל, all the מצוות התלויות בארץ, this take place until we move to גלות בבל. כיוון שנלקחה הארץ מידיהם, בטל הכיבוש, ונפטרה מן התורה ממעשרות ומשביעית, שהרי אינה מן ארץ ישראל. נפטרה מן התורה ממעשרות ומשביעית, שהרי אינה מן ארץ ישראל. It means, we lose, the kick us to Babel, finish. Good. כיוון שעלה עזרא וקידשה, 70 years after, we returned from גלות בבל, and עזרא מקדש ארץ ישראל וקידשה, לא קידשה בכיבוש אלא בחזקה, שהחזיקו בה, because remember we stay under the leadership of the Persian, לפיכך כל מקום שהחזיקו בה עולי בבל ונתקדש בקדושת עזרא השנייה, מקודש היום, ואף על פי שנלקח הארץ ממנו, second בית המקדש also destroyed, in almost 2000 years we out of Israel state, still חייב בשביעית ובמעשרות. The place is stay holy land also when we stay so many years under another years in גלות. Come now זה כסף משנה. מרן הבית יוסף, back to the beginning of הלכת ט"ז, you see in the blue line, the last 4 line, אני יודע מה כוח חזקה גדול, מה כוח חזקה גדול מכוח כיבוש. מה כוח חזקה גדול מכוח כיבוש. ולמה לא נאמר בחזקה גם כן, שנלקחה הארץ מידינו בתלאה חזקה. What is mean? זה כסף משנה come and say, we stay in ארץ ישראל and time for Yeshua over 800 years, correct? ארץ ישראל come holy land, תרומות, מעשרות, שמיטה, יובל, etc. זה kick us out, what happened? זה קדושה is over. לא תרומות ומעשרות, לא שמיטה, לא יובל, etc. Now, we return to ארץ ישראל after how many years? 70 years. And the Kedusha come back. But what happened after 400 years? They kick us again. They kick us again. If they kick us again, it's exactly how it's the first time. The Kedusha is over because we're not staying in Israel state. Exactly the same to take place second time. But no, second time when Israel returned to Eretz Israel and he makes the state holy, it's for good forever. What is the difference? Sof, they kick us out. Question number 1. ו-2, as a question, בראשונה נתקדשה בכיבוש. How we take ארץ ישראל in time of Yeshua? We make war and we take all ארץ ישראל. וכאילו היה שם חזקה, after we take Israel in time of Yeshua, all the states belong to us. Yeshua and after Yeshua. What we do? Everybody build his house. Everybody have his place. is we have חזקה. נו, עטו מעדיף החזקה בלא כיבוש מחזקה עם כיבוש? You understand the question number 2? Question number 2 is, when Yeshua and the leaders after Yeshua take all Israel state, we make war and we take the state. And what we do after we take the state? Everybody get his place. You get his place is when you have חזקה. The kick us to Babel, the חזקה, the kibush is over, done. Eretz Israel is not more holy land for aspect of תרומות ומעשרות, etc. But in time of Ezra and Nehemiah, we not have war. We have only חזקה. We have only חזקה. This חזקה stay for good. After the kick us, still the חזקה take place. What is the difference? What is the difference? First time is kibush וחזקה, no good, is over. Second time, you have only חזקה, but the kick us out, the חזקה is over. What is the difference? This was the case of Mishnah asked against the Rambam to understand דברי הרמב"ם. You say you not understand. And he said, וצריך עיון. וצריך לעיין בזה. Good? Question is clear? Is how we answer these 2 questions. Question number 1 is, we see דברי הרמב"ם, contradiction, how is look between Reisha and Seifa. In the Reisha, he say to us, help me, what is saying the Reisha? In Reisha, he say to us, when you make war to take place in Eretz Yisrael on behalf of king or Navi, this is kibush, no, kibush Rabbi, and this is Eretz Yisrael with all the halachot that relate to Eretz Yisrael. If, mashma, if we take this by ourselves, We not get the green light from the king or the Navi. This is what? Kiddush Yachid. This is Raisha. In the Sefer of the Rambam, what we see, completely the opposite. In the Sefer of the Rambam, we see clearly black and white. If we decide to take any property, what Hashem promised to Abraham, for ourselves, it's not a Kiddush Yachid. Mashma, if we take this not for ourselves, we give this to who? To the king. This is what? Kiddush Rabbi. Contradiction. Question number 1. Question number 2. What is the difference between first Kiddush HaAretz in time of Yehoshua and second Kedusha in time of Ezra? First Kedusha, when the kick us out of Israel state after under 10 years, no more Holy Land. For Trumot Maaseh. The Kedusha is over. Second time, when Ezra come, he make only Chazaka. He build city by city, street by street, town by town, etc. He stay for good 4 years, ever also after the kick us out. What is the difference? So, in time of Yehoshua, when we take Eretz Israel, what we do? We make war plus Chazaka. Why? War plus Chazaka is weak. Only Chazaka is excellent. Stay for good forever. Good? Say there. Are you ready? Good. Will apply. The explanation is fine. When Yehoshua arrived to Eretz Israel, and step by step we take all the place of Eretz Israel, remove the nation from Eretz Israel, it's come our land, homeland. What make Israel homeland? The Maaseh HaKibush, because we make war, we have victory place after place, is our homeland, or because we have government, what lead the state. And the government is Shoftim, Nevi'im, Melachim, all the leaders what we have through the history. Is what make Israel state Holy Land. After Yehoshua and generation after take all the state. The war, what we have victory, now is belong to us, we put our flag all over, or because we have government. To give this answer, we can give only when we read carefully Divrei Rambam. You cannot give answer of this question for many other Rishonim, because Le'olam, when we have any question about the Rambam, the way to clarify the question is with the Rambam himself. Is look the Rambam carefully. What the Rambam come and say to us? The Rambam come and say, if you look carefully inside, לשון הרמב"ם, in פרק ו' בית הבחירה, הלכה ט"ז. Look what the Rambam say. You see the blue line? 5 lines before the end of the page, what we read before. אבל חיוב הארץ, you see? אבל חיוב הארץ בשביעית, חיוב הארץ בשביעית ובמעשרות, אינו אלא מפני שהוא כיבוש רבים. Look my finger, in the end, כן? למטה, בסדר? page 2, למטה. זה blue line. אבל חיוב הארץ בשביעית ובמעשרות, אינו אלא מפני שהוא כיבוש רבים. What does it mean? This line what I read now, I will explain this. What you can see from this line, Eretz Israel is Holy Land because we make war and we have victory and we take the state, or because we have what? Because we have government. Because what? No? Ma? Government? Kibush?
You have to define kibush.
Beam is the government.
Ma?
Kibush
is war, soldiers. I read line again, אבל חיוב הארץ בשביעית ובמעשרות אינו אלא מפני שהוא כיבוש רבים. No, what you see from this line? What make Israel state in time of Yehoshua and after Yehoshua, the leaders after him, Holy Land? Because we have government or because we have victory in the war?
Kiddush HaAretz. What does the Rambam mean by Kiddush HaAretz?
מה זה כיבוש רבים? כיבוש רבים מזה, we make war, we get this, no? מה זה כיבוש רבים?
We give it.
מה?
We give it to the government. We give it to the king. We give it.
לא, כתוב כיבוש רבים. We, עם ישראל, go to war and take this, no? I don't see any clarifies this to word כיבוש רבים. I'm sorry. There was a respect. You know where's the answer? Look the Rambam. אבל חיוב הארץ בשביעית במעשרות אינו אלא מפני שהוא כיבוש רבים. לא מפני שהיה כיבוש רבים. מפני שהוא, the word who in Hebrew is mean present. Because today we have government and yesterday, not today, I talk about, okay? Today is also government. Meir says also. Because we have government in the state, every single day mפני שהוא, the notion is present. If it's because of war, when the war take place? 100 years before. When Yeshua, and after Yeshua takes the state. The Rambam need to say, מפני שהיה כיבוש רבים. Why is the Rambam use the notion מפני שהוא? מפני שהוא is mean present. Now, look. כיוון שנלקחה הארץ מידיהם, now after 800 years plus they take the state, the kickers from Israel state, בטל הכיבוש, נפטרה מן התורה, ממעשרות ומשביעית, לספרות הזרליים, שהרי אינה מן ארץ ישראל. Is no more Israel state. Why is no more Israel state? Because we don't have government. What makes the state for us belong to us? Because we have government. נביאים, שופטים, מלכים, etc. As we see from Lashon HaRambam, what makes the state holy, because we have leaders what lead the state. In the moment when they move all the leaders and ask to Babel, אינם מן ארץ ישראל. אבל, look, כיוון שעלה עזרא וקידשה לסלעים, when Ezra come to Eretz Israel, we have government? No, we stand under the leadership of who? The Persian. Every house, every street, every town that you build, we need to put the flag of Persian. In Bet HaMikdash, we have also Shiur Shushan. Shiur Shushan, the פרה אדומה, when we take out to Bet HaMikdash, is Shiur Shushan. Shushan is what?
Persian.
What Persian? Capital of Persian. Okay, to appreciate. אבל כיוון שעלה עזרא, it's not because we have leadership. וקידשה, לא קידשה בכיבוש, אלא בחזקה, שהחזיקו בה. We get green light from Dayavesh to build the state. Every place that you build, we have חזקה. חזקה, stay for good forever. No, tell me, also in time of Yeshua, when we take Israel state, we make war, but after we make war, everybody get his place. If everybody get his place, you have also what? You have also what? Chazaka. נכון? You get your house, he get his house. No, it's too late. In Gdusha, Halal Gdusha. After the state come only because the war, what we do, and what we do is the war, because we have government, this Mekadesh, you have God. You cannot now say, I put also Chazaka. I don't need the other Gdusha. After the first Gdusha take place of all the state, second Gdusha not have any place to arrive. The first Gdusha is בגלל we have government. Kiddush. We have leadership. Okay? בטל הכיבוש. What does it mean בטל הכיבוש? No more leaders, no more government, no more Kiddush. Because they move us. Second time, we don't have government. What we have only what? Chazaka. To build this area, other area, step by step. We have Chazaka. Chazaka is free. If you now buy a house in any place all over the world, and you make all the papers what you need to do, 500 years from now, your grandchildren can come with this document, and you get this. Because this is Chazaka. So for this reason, we understand clearly what is the difference between first Kedusha and to the second Kedusha. Good? עד כאן is clear. מדויק בלשון הרמב"ם. And now, you can also see, very interesting, what the Rambam say, כל שהחזיקו עולי מצרים, ונתקדש בקדושה ראשונה. נתקדש. What do you mean נתקדש? נתקדש by himself. How Israel state come only in the first time? Because we have government. We don't need to make maise chazaka. We don't need to make maise chazaka to build, to close the area, to show this is us. Gadar na'alu paras. נתקדש by himself. Because we have government. שגלו, בטלה קדושתם. שקדושה ראשונה, לפי שהייתה מפני כיבוש, בלבד. government. קידשה לשעתה לא קידשה לתת לבוא. כיוון שעלו בני הגולה והחזיקו מקצת הארץ, קידשוה You see the Lashon of the Rambam, first page. Kitshua, Kedusha Rishona. Here, we say what? We say Nitkadesh, and here we say Kitshua. Nitkadesh is meant by himself, because we have government, ממילא, the state is holy. אבל עזרא, כיוון שעלו בני הגולה והחזיקו מקצת הארץ, קידשו הקדושה שנייה, העומדת לעולם, לשעתה ולעתיד לבוא. פילי פלאים. It's clear now, לשון הרמב"ם, how every word by Rambam is by purpose, and we need to learn word by word to understand what Shitas Rambam. Now, it's come clear, interesting. You can see maybe remes, hint, in the Ritva, the first page, you see the blue line, ואם תאמר, כיוון שנתקדשה קדושה שבה להיכן הלכה. Yes, if the state is holy, how the קדושה disappear? ורבנו כתב, לפי שהייתה מפני הכיבוש בלבד, וקידשה לשעתה ולא קידשה לעתיד לבוא. ונראה לדעתי, לפי שלא קידשה בפה. כמו שהיה בימי עזרא, שקידשו בפה. What does קידשו בפה? I do something. קדושה ראשונה, I don't do anything. We have government, the state is holy. Is holy? Exactly how it's come holy because we have government? No more holy state? Because they kick us out. קדושה שנייה, קדושה בפה is me, כמו you make mindset. You do something. You say, I go to take this place, etc., etc. It's maybe some hint we can see a little bit from the Lashon HaRambam. But after we explain the second question, now we go to the first question. Now go to Halacha Bet, first page. What the Rambam saying in the Seifa? Look, the Rambam saying in the Seifa, אבל יחיד, you see the blue line. First page, אבל יחיד בישראל, או משפחה, או שבט, שהלכו וכבשו לעצמם מקום, אפילו מן הארץ שניתנה לאברהם אבינו, אינו נקרא ארץ ישראל, כדי שינהגו בה כל המצוות. Because it exists for himself. But if they don't exist for himself, they give this to who? To who? The king, to the Navi, to the government. It's only land. Why? Because what makes the first Kedusha is because we have what? Government, leadership. We give this to them. I don't do this for myself. This is the Sefer. Good. Now what we do with the Reisha? Look the Reisha. What does the Rambam say? Rambam say, ארץ ישראל האמורה בכל מקום. היא בארצות שכבשן מלך ישראל או נביא מדעת רוב ישראל. וזהו הנקרא כיבוש רבים. The Rambam starts the halacha and he gives us the definition. What is mean כיבוש רבים? כיבוש רבים is mean ארץ ישראל האמורה בכל מקום בארצות שכבשן מלך ישראל או נביא. is mean בכל מקום. Israel state, what Hashem promised to Abraham, if you want to extend to Lebanon, to Syria, to other places, you also can extend. But if he is Bi'av, Melech or Navi. And to explain this a little bit more, the Resh. Look על החגים. What על החגים הרמב"ם עושה? הארצות שכבש דוד, חוץ לארץ כנען, דוד המלך, he take most of ארץ ישראל, כגון ארם נהריים, ארם צובע, אחלה, הזמין סוריה, וכיוצא בהם, אף על פי שמלך ישראל, he is a king. ועל פי בית דין הגדול הוא עושה. He get all what we need to make this כיבוש רבים. אינו כארץ ישראל לכל דבר. ולא כחוץ לארץ לכל דבר. It's between. It's not מצרים, it's not ארץ ישראל. למה? יצאו בכלל חוץ לארץ, אבל לאותם ארץ ישראל לא הגיעו. מפני מה ירדו, יסיסגלו לעין, ממעלת ארץ ישראל. Why? It's not ארץ ישראל, דוד המלך. סנהדרין, give green light to take סוריה. מפני שכבש אותם קודם, שיקבוש כל ארץ ישראל. Before he take all the state, he ran to take Syria. It's not the way. First take ארץ ישראל. After you take ארץ ישראל, you want to extend the borders. Syria, Lebanon, welcome. מלך, נביא, סנהדרין, good. But if you go far before you take close, no, it's not work. What's the question? David HaMelech make mistake. But what he do after David HaMelech? He takes Syria first. And after this, he take what? All Eretz Israel. He take all Eretz Israel. And if he take all Eretz Israel, in the beginning, Syria is not Eretz Israel. Why is not Eretz Israel? Because he takes Syria before he take what? Before he take what? Help me? Eretz Israel. But after he take all Eretz Israel, from the moment when he take all Eretz Israel, from now, Syria will come also. Holy Land. What is the answer? It's too late. Because to take place outside from Israel's state, you need to make Maaseh Kibush. You need to make war to take the place. In this way, you can make the Kiddush of Eretz Israel. But you cannot make war before we take all Eretz Israel. You cannot make war. You understand? Kedusha Rishona, the government, what we have, Mekadesh the state. What Hashem promised to Abraham. We want to extend the borders, welcome, after we have all Eretz Israel. But if you go first far, and later you take all Eretz Israel, and from now, after you take all Eretz Israel, you really want, also now, Syria will come only. No. After you take this, not in the right way, you cannot change the status. Because this is in your hand. Okay? Now comes the Rambam, it's clear. Now comes the Rambam in Halacha Bet and say, Eretz Israel אמורה בכל מקום. Also, outside of the borders of Eretz Israel. Other place, בארצות שכבשן מלך ישראל הנביא מדעת רוב ישראל. Take Eretz Israel, after Eretz Israel, go far, you take more places, welcome. But we have said this is the definition of Kibush Rabim. Kibush Rabim is not only what Hashem promised to Abraham, we can extend this more only if we take first all Eretz Israel. Now after give us the big frame and the definition, what is mean Kibush Rabim, בכלל, Rambam continue and say, אבל יחיד ומשפחה שכבשו לעצמם אפילו מהארץ שניתנה לאברהם אבינו. Unbelievable, Hashem promised Abraham Avinu. זה take תל אביב, זה take חיפה. Hashem promised Abraham Avinu. It's not Eretz Israel. Why is not Eretz Israel? Because זה takes for himself. But if really he gives it to the government, it's Eretz Israel. There is not contradiction between the Reisha and the Sefer. In the Reisha, the Rambam gives us the definition of Eretz Israel. Kibush Rabbi. Kibush Rabbi means on behalf of king and Navi. What? Eretz Israel. More from Eretz Israel, אבל לפי הסדר. First Eretz Israel, after this, other part. But if you do this in the wrong way, what David HaMelech do, take Surah before Eretz Israel, it's not Eretz Israel. The Kol Davar. It's between. It's not Chutz La'aretz, because sof David HaMelech and Sanhedrin gives the green light to do this, but it's not completely Eretz Israel. As we made and contradiction between the Reisha and Sefer. And also, we understand what is the difference between the first Kedusha to the second Kedusha. It's מדויק נפלא מאוד בתוך דברי הרמב"ם. But interesting, you know, place what עולי מצרים take, אף על פי זה kick us out to Babel, and in no more holy land, not only land for תרומות, מעשרות, שמיטה, יובל, but if somebody want to make עלייה לארץ ישראל, and he live in the south, place what עולי מצרים take, in this case, is ארץ ישראל. Somebody want, after he passed away, the family will bury him in Eretz Israel. They can bury him in the Arava. But for example, last year we have Shnat Shemitah, you have Otzar Beidin, you have Eter Mechira, you have Yevul, you have food, from where? Olei Mitzrayim. Yevul Olei Mitzrayim. Olei Mitzrayim is not holy for Shemitah. It's only Olei Mitzrayim, not Olei Bavel. And this is what the Rambam come and say to us. In the last page, you can see, in הלכות סנהדרין, last page, you say, פרק ד' הלך ו', אין סומכים זקנים בחוץ לארץ. ואף על פי שאלו הסומכים יסמכו בארץ ישראל, it's not good. חוץ לארץ is not place to deliver is a סמיכה to next generation. וכל ארץ ישראל, שזגלו לעניין דוף הלך ו', שהחזיקו בה עולי מצרים, ראויה לסמיכה. כל ארץ ישראל שהחזיקו בה עולי מצרים, ראויה לסמיכה. Because it's ארץ ישראל. But it's not to other stage of Eretz Israel. For what? For Shemitah, for Yovel, Trumot u'Masot. Exactly same in הלכות מלכים. פרק A, other part of the page, הלך ו', לוליים, כל הארצות שכובשים ישראל במלך, על פי בית דין הרי זה כיבוש רבים. והרי כארץ ישראל שכבש יהושע לכל דבר. והוא שכבשו אחר כיבוש ארץ ישראל. האמורה בתורה. But if it's not אחר כיבוש ארץ ישראל, what David HaMelech do, is not חוץ לארץ, but it's also not what? ארץ ישראל. It's clear? As we see clearly, we learn word by word בדברי הרמב"ם, ממש מדויק, the first קדושה, the second קדושה is חזקה, first קדושה זה חזקה cannot exist, because we have government and קדושה חלל קדושה, also to understand between, if יחידים give to the king, it means they give to the government, this can work, but if you take place that is far away, before take Eretz Yisrael is not completely Eretz Yisrael, and the beginning of the halacha, the Rambam gives us also the definition. What is Kiddush Rabim? Kiddush Rabim is mean, on behalf of the king and Navi, we take Eretz Yisrael A, we take other places later, this is Kiddush Rabim. But if you don't do it this way, the Mele is not Kiddush Rabim, but Kiddush Yechid. Good, clear, nice, but now, this Rambam is also relevant for us in our day. In our day. We see what keep Eretz Yisrael holy almost 2,000 years. What? Chazak. What does it mean Chazak? Explain to you what does it mean Chazak. When HaKadosh Baruch Hu create the world, when he finishes the job every day, he say Kitov. Kitov. When he create us, the Pasuk say, Tov Meod. Tov Meod. Ve'er Elokim L'kol Asher Aseh, Tov Meod. What is the difference between Tov and Tov Meod, good and very good? Good is not B and very good is not A. Good in Hebrew, Lashon HaKodesh, is mean harmony. The Pasuk say, Matzah Isha, Matzah Tov. You find your wife is good. Tamuru Ki Tov Hashem is only good. It's excellent. Good is mean harmony. Every day of creation is part of puzzle. And you have all the universal, wow, this is good. Me'od, in Hebrew, in Lashon HaKodesh, is mean, we recognize potential. We recognize we can build, we can develop, startup. This is Me'od. Who has the knowledge to recognize potential and to build and develop and create something new? Only us. Adam, Midrash Rabbah come and say, Aleph Daled Mem, is the letters of Me'od. Me'od. We have the knowledge. God created us with the image of God. It means he say to us, I'm one and you also one. And look our generation. Look what we do, what we develop. Everyone in super dreams what he can have, he never believe what we see in our generation. Israel state, compared to the population, number one startup nation before every other nation. Compared to the population what we have. It's unbelievable. This is me, מאוד. This is exactly what Yeshiva וכלב say. טובה הארץ, מאוד מאוד. Spirituality potential and physical potential. Interesting. How we say money in Hebrew, you know? כסף, אוהד, עץ, מעות, דמים, זוזים, מטבעות. And what else? ממון, yes, what else? מאוד. You heard about this? Definitely yes. Definitely yes. And you say this every day twice. Minimum. Excellent. ואהבת את השם אלוקיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך. Rashi said בכל ממונך. Why money the name is מאוד? Because everything is this order purpose. The table, the chairs, the Aron HaKodesh, the sink, everything except money. Money is a piece of paper. But what is unique about this piece of paper? Potential. You can build, you can develop, you can bring something new to the world. Is for this reason, מאודיך is ממונך. And מאוד זה אותיות אדם. It means one, the uniqueness. What you get in the ears, ear, in Lema Torah, you believe more and more about your potential. If before, we say many times, come on, we can do this better, she can do this, I can do this better. No, I can do this also. You give to yourself the chance to take yourself to other stage, to other challenge, to continue, to build the vision, to see far, to say, yes, we can do this. This feeling, what we believe about our potential, take place only because vision, to become visionaries, and unique perspective. How you become visionaries? You know how? Sometimes you give compliment to a person, he is visionary. Rosh Yeshiva is visionary. He started with small חבר'ה, now with Midrash, unbelievable. Boaz, and dining room, חיילים, now more and more, unbelievable. And it's only the beginning. You have many other things, I'm sure, for the future. What is visionary? You know what's the meaning of visionary? How you become visionary in your life? It's $1 million question. Because if you have right perspective, you have happy life, you have excitement. What people can make in a week, you can make in one day. What people can make in 1 month, you can make in 1 week. How you do this? To understand and to remember. To look in the right way is not only with the eyes. We have other two places in our body with eyes. The heart and the brain. The heart, Shlomo HaMelech say, velibi ra'a. In English, my feeling. My feeling is mean I see with my heart. And brain also way to see. Many times in English, people talk to us. And I want to tell them, I understand what you say to me. In other way, I always say this, I see. I see, I never see. I listen. I see with the eyes of the brain. Eyes of the brain show us a big picture. Brain can take us all over. Eyes of the heart is details. If somebody said to you, my feeling, obviously, he talk about something specifically. Something specifically, my feeling. To have life with details, you like yourself. To have life with big picture, you in the air, someplace. Not two legs on the ground. To have the balance, you have both of them. And the perspective is with vision. Few steps ahead. Who shows this to us? More from anybody else? Who? Rabbi Akiva. The pillar of Torah שבעל פה. Rabbi Akiva traveled to Yerushalayim. בית המקדש destroyed. Group of Tanoim, great, huge Tanaim. End of Masechet Makot. Facts come out from Kodesh HaKodeshim. You know what does mean facts? Facts you cannot find in the place where you have buildings and people. Only in the field. Yerushalayim, now, not one stone above the other. And Rabbi Akiva laughed. His Chaverim said to him, Rebbi, why you laugh? And he very surprised from the question. He asked them again, why are you crying? You can explain to me this famous Gemara, Pshat Gemara. What kind of conversation is it? What? You know what the Pshat? And remember this all your life. Say to him, Rebbi, Akiva, if you laugh, obviously you see something what we not recognize. Please teach us how to look in the right way. Rabbi Akiva said, what? You really don't recognize what I see? Why are you crying? Why are you crying? Please explain to us. And Rabbi Akiva said to his Chaverim, what Hashem promised through the Navi take place in front of my eyes. And what Hashem promised? Tzion Sadeh Techaresh. God promise, he go to plow Yerushalayim. Not one stone above the other stone. This makes me to feel happy. Rebbe, we also know the Pasuk. We don't understand. Give us a little bit more explanation. Rabbi Akiva saying, in Eretz Israel, never anything destroyed. Nothing destroyed in Israel state. Come on. Nothing destroyed. And Bet Mikdash. Destroyed completely. No. The Navi don't say, Tzion Tzadeh Techarev. God go to destroy it. Tzion Tzadeh Techaresh. God go to plow. If he plow today, he go to plant tomorrow. And everything go to grow later. Rabbi Akiva with his vision, he see what our generation see, and more above this. עוד ישבו זקנים וזקנות ברחובות ירושלים. Rabbi Akiva showed his Chaverim. Also the situation, look, is dark, completely. We not see any exit, any way to continue. With vision, we can pass every challenge. With vision, we can continue and to build great life. This, בסוגריים, explain why when Pesach came, this happened Tisha B'Av. Rabbi Akiva traveled a few months after, but when Pesach came, you know what it means to see Pesach in Yerushalayim? Not Korban Pesach, not Bet Mikdash, zero. How we can celebrate the Seder? They say Rabbi Akiva, we can come to make the Seder in your house. והיו מסובים, where היו מסובים? בבני ברק, the city of Rabbi Akiva. Including Rabbi Eliezer ben Azariah, who was a Nasi. He was young, but they learned from Rabbi Akiva. Rabbi Akiva had 24,000 students, 12,000 per students. He stayed after the pandemic with 5 or 7. He need to give up. His vision. All the Torah what we have all over the world is from Rabbi Akiva. וכולם אליבא דרבי עקיבא. בית המדרש. Give to everyone of you perspective, to become visionaries. This is לימוד התורה. Torah integrate in our blood. Sometimes you can see old men, 80, 90 years old, and he say to you, where you learn? And you tell him, tell you, when I was young, in Villa, in Novardok, in Slobodka, in all the places, Rabboni, wow. Okay, he's so excited. Say to him, with all the respect, tell me something. Give me to enjoy a little bit. What he answered? I'm sorry, I forget. As why are you so excited? Because every time when we learn Torah and we enjoy from Shiur, from limud, from anything that related to Torah, immediately is integrated in our blood. כי האדם הוא הנפש. The excitement, the feeling, stay with us for good. And this is the drive. This will take us. We have 4 parts what keep us exist. Fire, dirt, wind, and water. 70% of our body is water. But what is the part what lead us? Sometimes you say about somebody, you want to give him a nice title, this man is fire. Fireman. Fireman not to work in the fireman department. He's fire. He build, he develop, he continue. Sometimes you can see in Hebrew, this person is kavui. It means his light almost go to him. Bet HaMidrash give to every one of us excitement, ambition, motivation, and vision. This key of redemption, to believe about our light. You know, in time of Bet HaMikdash, ספר החינוך כמה עשרים פרשת צו. In time of Bet HaMikdash, believe or not, on the מזבח. מזבח הגדול, מזבח החיצון. How many places of fire we have? You know? 3. One in the middle, huge, for the korbanot. Other one in the side, small one, for what? To take coal to light the, to the ktoret, and one to light the menorah. Yes? This is the menorah. And the third one, for us, to recharge us. We stay in generation of charger. Every person in this world work with charger. So also the car is only with charger. Tesla, okay? We charge. Yes. This is our generation to show to us. You cannot have iPhone and smartphone and telephone and anything if you don't have charger. Yes. But the main charger is Bet HaMidrash. This takes us for good forever, with vision, with excitement, with happiness. And every day the sky is blue also with cloud. Because cloud move and sun stay. This is Bet HaMidrash. These years never come again. Tomorrow we start to work. Tomorrow we get your field. And to continue this fire, we start now. God created us with image of God. How we say in Hebrew, image of God? Tselem. Tselem, Arizal say, the grass say, Gematria is etz, tree. Okay? Exactly same. Tselem Elokim. We same with tree. What does it mean, same with tree? Tree, you have 3 years. You need to plow, you need to plan. You have 3 years of orla, you have net arevai. 3 or 4 years, you can start to enjoy from the fruit, and not every time the fruit is so great, but later, wow, every winter, every summer, unbelievable food. What you do here, you plow, you plan, and your tree continue to grow. The fruit will wait for you tomorrow. When you really want to eat the fruit, you get the fruit. But this is avodah. Chazaka is ameyut. What does it mean, chazaka? You build house, you build town, you build street. It takes time. All these mountains here was empty. With chazaka, with amelus. This for us. Take this part. In Eretz Israel, what now we see our Eretz Israel only talk to us. After Gush Katif, go to the Arab, all the workers, the Arab people know all the technique. Before, when we have this, every year, we have export billion shekel, vegetables and fruit. Billion. No, after we leave everything for them, they can continue. Today, 0. Eretz Israel has special language. Only we understand the language of Israel state and not just see understand our language. Not any other nation can talk to the land of Israel. Only us. In Amor, we build us inside with the firework we have, with Torah, with Halacha, with Musar, with Machshava, all this part in the right time, in the right place. Make us unique and give us chazaka about everything we do. אז ייתן הקדוש ברוך הוא, and זוכה, to continue to go through בית המדרש. And this is לב התורה. Next week. והסנה בוער באש. And מלאך השם talk to מוישה רבינו בלבת אש. You know what I mean לבת אש? Rashi say לב האש. לב. The core from this fire. Core is the light what we have. Is why the Pasuk say Labat Esh. Why לבטש? You know why? Unbelievable. Gemara say Masechet Brachot, דף י', any chapter in Tehillim, and this will end, any chapter in Tehillim what David HaMelech like, start with Ashrei and finish with Ashrei. Today we have 150 prakim. Time of the Gemara, we have less. We have less. Now, time of the Gemara, we have Perek Aleph Bet, one Perek, one chapter. Our Tehillim start, Ashrei Aish, שלא הלך בצד רשעים, etc. Our second Perek, what was one, end of the one, and Ashrei Kol Chosebo. Ashrei is very beloved word. אשרי אדם עוז לו בך, אשרי העם שככה לו, אשרי הולדתו. נו, גם זה חתם סופר and ask. If Ashrei is so beloved word, come on. Is why the Torah don't start with the word Ashrei? You know this חתם סופר. Why the Torah don't end with the word Ashrei? Why? Ashrei is the Torah is beloved for us. Give us life, give us everything. Look at the word Bereshit. You have the letter of Ashrei. What extra letters we have except Bereshit? Except Ashrei, Bet and Taf. Look, the word Israel, the last word in the Torah, also have the letters of Ashrei. What is the extra letter, what is not related to Ashrei? Lamed. This creates the word Lamed, Bet, Taf, Labatesh. Torah, this is our church. Torah, this is the charger, what we use and we enjoy and give us everything what we want. For sure. Now we have more opportunity. Tomorrow, you go to work, do anything what you like. Because Baruch don't say to anyone what to do in life. But because Baruch want, we give him space in our life. Let Midrash help us also tomorrow to give space to HaKadosh Baruch in our life. And we take this with us, and Yesiyata Dishmaya, continue to grow, to bring Kvod Shamayim, and the core of Torah, what you get here, in Lev HaTorah. This is a Lev. You can make from this, from light, flame, and everybody can enjoy. is ברכה, בריאות, והקדוש ברוך הוא ימלא את כל משאלות ליבנו לטובה. You can keep the מראה מקומות with you.